Good morning. This is OpenSnow Meteorologist Alan Smith with your mountain weather forecast for Tuesday, August 5th, 2025. Fire activity has picked up substantially across the West over the past 5 days, with numerous large fires burning across the Southwest and Southern California. A few larger fires are also burning in the Northwest. The Dragon Bravo fire in Arizona and the Monroe Canyon fire in Utah have been active for several weeks now. More recent large and active fires include the Gifford Fire in Southern California, the Lee Fire in northwest Colorado, the Jakes Fire in northern Nevada, and the Lightning Creek Fire in northern Idaho. Waves of smoke from these fires will move through Utah and Colorado on Tuesday and Wednesday, leading to periods of poor air quality and reduced visibility. This will change from hour to hour, so be sure to check our current air quality and smoke forecast maps before heading outdoors. To the west, coastal areas of Southern California will see more consistent smoke from the Gifford Fire, and smoke will also impact Vegas from time to time. Across the Northwest, there are a few active fires burning, but the arrival of rain during the middle of the week should help. The large scale pattern over the next 5 days will feature a deep trough of low pressure moving across the Pacific Northwest and northern Rockies. At the base of the trough, the average position of the jet stream will stretch across the central Rockies, with dry air and windy conditions expected along into the south of the jet. Unfortunately, this will continue to result in high fire danger, with difficult firefighting conditions, along with the potential for new fire starts. The monsoon will continue to be much weaker than normal for this time of year over the southwest, with limited rain potential. However, to the north, the Pacific Northwest will see a good shot of summer rain, which should help the wildfire situation there. If we put our precipitable water anomaly map in motion, which is a measure of water vapor in the atmosphere, we can see that moisture levels will remain below average throughout the southwest, indicative of the weak monsoon pattern, or in some areas such as Utah, a non existent monsoon. Over the northwest, moisture levels will peak at 150 to 200% of average over the Olympic Peninsula, Puget Sound, and Cascade Range as the storm system moves through on Wednesday. Next, let's take a look at the day to day weather pattern. On Tuesday, a departing trough over the northern Rockies will lead to a few showers in the morning across Montana, followed by isolated thunderstorms in the afternoon. The leading edge of a more significant weather system will reach the west coast on Tuesday night, with showers developing across western Washington and northwest Oregon. To the south, conditions will remain dry across Colorado and Utah, while a weak monsoon will reemerge over Arizona, with isolated terrain driven thunderstorms expected. These storms will generally produce light rain and gusty winds. On Wednesday, a powerful low pressure trough and surface cold front will move across the northwest, with widespread rain developing over the Olympics, Cascades, Puget Sound, and western lowlands. Rain showers will also reach eastern Washington and northern Idaho later in the day. This system will have an early autumn like feel to it with cool temperatures and wet conditions. Forecast radar projects rain to overspread the west coast, Olympic Peninsula, Puget Sound, and Cascade Range on Tuesday night and Wednesday, with rain showers eventually reaching eastern Washington and northern Idaho on Wednesday afternoon. Showers will then become more scattered in nature on Wednesday night. Here is a map of projected rain totals across the Pacific Northwest on Wednesday and Thursday from a blend of weather models. The higher terrain of the Cascades and the Olympics will pick up a half inch to 1.5 inches of rain, with isolated higher amounts possible. The Seattle metro area and Puget Sound region can expect anywhere from zero point 0.4 to zero point 0.7 inches of rain. These are impressive rain totals for early August. Rain totals will not be as heavy to the south in Oregon, but Portland and Mount Hood could still pick up around a quarter inch of rain, with higher totals along the northwest coast of Oregon. To the south, low grade monsoonal moisture will spread into Colorado and New Mexico on Wednesday, with isolated afternoon thunderstorm chances returning, mainly to the higher terrain. This is still a fairly tame setup by early August standards, with any storms producing light rain and gusty winds. Still, it's good to be aware of lightning potential if you have outdoor plans, especially over the higher peaks. On Thursday, the low pressure system will remain over the northwest, with rain showers redeveloping over the Washington Cascades, while shower activity will also pick up across northern Idaho and Montana. Isolated thunderstorms are also possible from the Selkirks to the northern Rockies in the afternoon, though cool temperatures may limit the extent and strength of thunderstorms. Rainfall amounts across eastern Washington, northern Idaho, and Montana will generally range from a quarter inch to a half inch from this system. To the south, isolated thunderstorms can be expected over Colorado, New Mexico, and eastern Arizona, with a weak monsoon pattern in place. On Friday, the low-pressure trough over the northern Rockies will continue to push east, but models are in poor agreement with how quickly it exits. Most models are projecting moisture to decrease fairly quickly, with only isolated showers and thunderstorms across the northern Rockies, but a few models are projecting a slower exit, with wetter conditions possible. The pattern will remain the same across the southwest, with isolated thunderstorms and light and spotty rainfall in Colorado, New Mexico, and Arizona. Gusty winds across the southern Rockies associated with the passing trough to the north will not help the fire situation either. On Saturday, a backdoor cold front will slide into eastern Colorado, leading to an uptick in thunderstorm chances along the Front Range and Sangre de Cristo Range, and eastern foothills and plains. West of the Divide in Colorado, and further south into Arizona and New Mexico, an isolated thunderstorm setup can be expected once again, with any storms producing light rain and gusty winds. From August 10th to 14th, a tall ridge of high pressure will develop over the Pacific Northwest, leading to a major warm-up along the west coast, and especially over the northwest. A weak monsoon pattern will remain in place, with moisture shifting westward a bit, favoring southern New Mexico and Arizona, and possibly extending into the Sierra Nevada range in California as well, where we could see some thunderstorm chances arise at times. Subtle disturbances and cold fronts sliding down the east side of the Continental Divide could also lead to occasional thunderstorms along the eastern slopes of the Rockies, from Montana to Colorado. A weak monsoon is expected to continue over the southwest from August 15th to 19th. The models are in relatively poor agreement in terms of where over the southwest the favored circulation will set up. However, there are still no signals indicating any significant monsoon moisture pushes, and it's looking less and less likely that the monsoon is really going to deliver for the southwest this year. For more detailed information in your local area or outdoor destination, be sure to download the OpenSnow app, where you can view hourly forecasts out to 10 days for any location and elevation in the world, along with numerous high-resolution weather maps, including maps for lightning risk, hail size, current and forecast radar, wildfire smoke, and air quality. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button and also subscribe to our channel for more weather videos, including mountain weather forecast, severe weather forecast, powder forecast, and more.